What's up, YouTube? It's Chris here, man. We back with another 3 true McDonald's horror story animated. I find these kind of interesting, and they low-key like they scary. They actually like I don't know if these are real, but hey, I'm fucking with them. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Weird about clowns, but dressing up a Ronald McDonald's paid me well. Handling fake smiles and balloons all day to the kids, I barely got time to sit or even go to the washroom that night. So, when it was just 10 minutes before closing, and the restaurant had emptied, I quickly rushed to release myself. Once I came back, the cashier told me a woman was looking for me. I thought it would be just another parent waiting to pose their kid with a hideous-looking clown. I asked the cashier where the woman they pointing at the exit. A frail, middle-aged woman was standing outside the McDonald's. She was looking at the sky with a smile on her face.
What the
I
fuck?
walked up to her and asked, ma'am, you were looking for me? She slowly looked down, and we made eye contact. In that very moment, a rush of discomfort flowed down my spine. I don't know why, but the woman's stare gave me the creeps. She blinked twice, then said,
My son.
Oh hell no. Oh hell no. Come on. These eggs gotta go. Come on, eggs gotta go. Skip.
refresh the everyday with Mentos.
Skip, come on. I gotta watch my video. Come on.
He wanted a photo with you. He just loves Ronald.
I looked around awkwardly, smiling. So where is he? She thought for a second, then asked,
Who?
Your son, ma'am. A pale sadness dawned at her.
He's sick. Can you come with me?
Huh?
He's waiting for you.
Hell
I
no.
felt bad for judging her too quick. Poor woman must have left the sick kid at home, promising a picture of
Hell
me.
no. Look at her face. You can't even trust that motherfucker, man. Anybody with teeth like that, you can't even trust them, bro. Hell no. Hell no. She's off them perkies, man. Ain't no cap. Look at her, man.
Seeing
No.
me quiet, she spoke again.
She's about to do it dirty.
I'll pay you if you see my son and click a photo with him.
Oh, yeah. Don't
Any
trust
other
that.
time I would have done this
Nope.
for
He said any other time you would
free.
what?
But at that moment, I too
Free?
needed the money bad, so I happily agreed. I went back into the McDonald's, got my
Oh,
money from the
hell.
manager, and started following the woman to her house. On the way, I thought she would explain what's going on with her son, but surprisingly, the entire time, she didn't even mention the kid once. She just kept walking ahead of me, quietly. I guess she was already worried about her life, so I didn't bother with any more questions either. As we walked,
Man, you
houses
crazy as hell
passed
for
us.
following her around
Streets
on
that led
McDonald's.
to those
You
houses went
motherfucker.
away, but we didn't stop. I wanted to ask her where we were going, but again, I hesitated. After walking for 15 minutes straight, we left the suburbs and got onto a narrow, dusty road. I was getting really confused, so finally I asked her, "How far is your house?" She stopped suddenly, turned back, and looked at me like I had said something stupid.
Why would I take it to my house?
She said with confusion on her face. "To see your kid? You said your son..." She didn't let me finish.
Oh no, my son is not at home. He is waiting for us at the cemetery.
The nonchalant tone
What
of
the
her voice
fuck?
sent a shiver down my spine. What the hell is going on? Where is she taking me? I asked her why her son is at the cemetery, but she didn't reply anymore, just kept walking. A hint of shady business alerted my mind, but then I thought, I'm 6 foot tall, weighing 170 pounds.
You better turn
On the
around and
other hand,
run.
This woman is thin as a twig.
You better. It don't
What
matter
harm
how
could she
tall
do
you
me?
was.
Also, she said she's going to pay, so let's see what she's up to.
Nah.
We did stop outside a cemetery.
She's ready to pay with his life. Literally, she's ready to sacrifice this nigga. That's what he's not understanding. Ronald McDonald's has problems. That's what. Yeah.
Pushing the rusty, creaking gate, she took me to a child's grave. That's when the truth hit me. Her son is already dead. Pointing at an epitaph that read, "Our beloved Michael sleeps here in peace."
Go ahead. Tell him a joke. He will laugh.
He will laugh.
Her wide, with doll-like.
The delusions in her crazy brain is crazy. She is a crazy woman. What the fuck? Look at her. Perk 10. I just popped the perk 10.
Eyes fixed
What's
on
wrong
me,
with her
was
face?
waiting for me to follow her instructions.
I
No
would
matter
never
how
even
creepy
trust.
it
I don't
was,
even give a fuck
I could
about looking like
fathom
a
the
clown or
underlying
a
grief
fairy
of her
tale.
stare.
I'm not
I
trusting no
played
face
along,
like that.
not for the money,
Are you
rather
fucking
to
crazy?
provide some comfort to this mother grieving for her lost child. I told a lame joke, and for a second, the silence of the graveyard prevailed. And then I heard a chuckle of a child.
Whoa.
It's great to say I was on the verge of having a heart attack. I heard the chuckle again. But then realized it was her. Eyeing at the grave, the woman was laughing like a kid.
Nigga, run! What's wrong with this nigga?
This continued for probably a few seconds, but it felt like eternity. Standing in a graveyard with a deranged woman in front of her child's grave, there I was. Creepy-ass Ronald McDonald felt less scary at that moment. I couldn't play along anymore. I turned around and started walking. I didn't run, because if that woman chased me, I definitely would have had a heart attack. I walked faster and faster. She screamed from behind.
Wait! Michael wants a picture with you! Wait!
I could see her following me,
Hell
but she was
no.
physically weak, hence couldn't match my pace. She kept pleading with me to come back, but I didn't. That was the last time I took the gig to dress as Ronald. I feared the woman would come again the next day, asking me to go back to the grave of her dead son because every kid wanted to click picture with Ronald McDonald's.
Nah, man. Nah, man. I ain't like
Last
that
week, my
stuff.
sister went on a business trip, leaving
Crazy
my
guy.
nephew at my place. My nephew loves me because I have always been the fun uncle for him. There was
Okay.
no strict bedtime or constant banning of fast foods at my place. We had a fun week, and on our last day together, we decided to go to McDonald's for burgers. When we reached the first thing that caught my mind was how busy the restaurant was. I placed the order and picked up the food. Just then, my nephew pointed to a seat where a middle-aged man was also sitting. I didn't think much, and we sat down. There was a long-cut mark on his right cheek that
Oh,
appeared
hell
fresh.
no, man.
Happy.
Look at these niggas' faces. All these niggas is off drugs or something. What's wrong with this video? McDonald's got the craziest stories. Are these real?
Meal, huh? Let's see what toys
Ain't
you
no
got.
way these are real. All right.
Ricky looked at me with
Look at this
timid
small
eyes,
Adidas
and I nodded
small.
at him. He showed his minion toys to the man. The man took a keen interest in the toys, which gave me weird vibes. The man kept talking about how he loves McDonald's toys, because each one is unique. Then went on saying the previous toys used to be more exciting, but it was a shame they got banned. Now that interested Ricky, and he started talking to the man as well. It was all a casual convo, so I didn't see any harm in it. But now, when I look back, I realize what a grave mistake it was. Why did they ban the toys? Well, some people thought they were wrong. Wrong?
People who pick post-university choose our 100%
I don't get it, man.
online
I
classroom
don't get this
education
shit,
program so they can learn practical skills from real-world professionals, making a difference in their own career and in the lives of their students. Are you a post person?
No, I'm trying to skip you though.
I'm not really a cupcake, but I am super baked thanks to mood cannabis.
Well, it's third-party tested, so you know it's safe.
And it ships legally and discreetly to your door, so you can say hi.
Man.
Why? I expected the man to discuss any hazardous factor about the old McDonald's toys. Still, instead, he put his hand into his pocket. I watched him struggling to take out something from his pocket, which obviously had been stuck. Ricky got impatient and asked, "What? What is it?" The man smiled, ear to ear, still struggling to get whatever it was in his pocket. I was curious too at this point. Then I heard a crushing sound of a paper bag. The man took out this paper bag, which had something inside. He placed the bag on the table. and pulled out this bizarre
Hold on.
McDonald's toy
How you get this?
shaped
That big ass bag out there is a lot of pocket. Bro, animations is crazy. Cause what? Man.
like a jellyfish. Its droopy tentacles, human-like face, and oddly fixed grin violated the lines between kids' meal fun and explicit intent. Its translucent dome head only added to the alien horror, making it weirdly memorable and slightly disturbing. Isn't it amazing? Look how big it is. Touch it. Touch it to feel its hard surface. Now here I had to put a stop. The implication of the toy and the man's sarcastically chosen words made me understand his evil intention. This guy is sick. My face turned red in embarrassment, and in a low but strict voice I said, "Excuse me, I don't think you should talk to my kid like that." His eyes, which were fixated on Ricky for the last few minutes, shifted to me.
Oh.
Kids love toys. I'm just telling him to touch it once. What's wrong with that? He doesn't need to touch anything that you've been in contact with. No, you better leave this place or I'm gonna make you. Really? He leaned slightly closer to my face and said, "What are you gonna do? Ban me from McDonald's?" I was on the verge to beat the crap out of him, but he got up and left.
Boy, I would've started throwing straight haymakers right across the table. You crazy. Crackhead talking to me like that, man. After talking to my kid crazy. Man, that's all you gonna hear, bro. This nigga crazy. What you talking to? What's wrong with niggas? Look at him. He look like Jesus.
That guy gave me
Going
the creeps,
through it.
Uncle Ted. Me
Holy.
too. Let's go home. We'll eat in the car. I was fuming with rage. On our way to the exit, I informed the McDonald's employee about the guy, but she brushed it off, saying creeps are all over the world. We got in the car and were about to drive away, when suddenly a big hand stomped on my window.
Whoa.
Again.
Window down. Pow, pow. Nigga, straight haymakers.
Without opening the window, I cussed him and told him I'll go to the cops right now, but none of my words created any worry on his face. Instead, he took out the jellyfish toy and gave it a big lick from bottom to top.
Oh, that's fucking... Oh, my God.
I wanted to get down and slap him as hard as I could, but Ricky was already crying, so I had to drive home. The poor kid barely slept that night. The next morning, when I dropped him off at the airport, he was constantly looking around with fear in his eyes. I knew what he was thinking, but I didn't bring up the man again. Once he got home safely to my sister, I called her and told her everything. I even reported the guy to the cops, but since he didn't do anything physically harmful to us, the cops said they couldn't arrest him. I really hope that pervert trips and falls into a manhole, because people like him are nothing but filth to society.
No, bro, facts. Story 3.
It was a boring Saturday night, and my parents went to visit my grandma. I was randomly scrolling through Netflix when Susie invited me to grab a bite at McDonald's with her little brother. I called my mom and told her about this sudden plan. Even though she said yes, I could spot the worry in her voice for going out after dark. But I was 16, and at that age, we hardly listened to our parents. I thought she was worrying for nothing because the restaurant was just 2 blocks away, and I always carried Mace in my bag. Putting some music in my ears, I peacefully walked to the restaurant. It was only 7 p.m., so the place was flooded with customers. Susie waved at me
7
from a
p.m.
table
is
in
not
the
late,
corner, and
girl.
I
You
smiled at her.
tripping.
We laughed, we joked, and we gossiped with every bite of our burgers. I ate a little too much fry.
That's a McChicken. That's not a burger.
This
Get
which
that right,
didn't
man.
leave space for the entire Big Mac to fit in. Just when I was thinking of
That ain't
wrapping
no
it
Big
up
Mac.
and
That's a
take
chicken
home
Big
for a
Mac.
midnight
That's
snack,
the case.
a filthy-looking homeless guy approached our table. "If you're not going to eat it, can I have it?" His voice sounded broken, like he had a years-old cough stuck in his larynx. He took out a dirty, muddy hand from his pocket and stretched it in my direction, hoping I would hand him my food.
Sorry, but I'm gonna eat it later.
His face turned sad as he said those lines.
That's
His
messy.
eyes sunk deep,
I would've given
pleading, but I stuck to my decision.
For sure.
Susie
I would have definitely
suggested to
given it.
buy him some food,
Like, get away
but
from
I
me. Just
stopped
take
her.
my food, man. You already...
Why don't you get a job so you can buy food for yourself?
Oh, she fucked up. That's not how you talk to people, man. What the fuck?
I said this out loud to catch the attention of the security. I also exaggerated a lie when they asked us if he was bothering us. In the next 2 minutes, he was thrown out of the store. They pushed him so hard that
He's ready to be on her ass. She's ready to get karma. He's ready to chase her down, nigga. You don't do that. What the fuck? Who talks to people like that?
he fell on the pavement and broke his tooth. I was happy that he's gone, but Susie told me I was too harsh on him. We chilled out there for an hour more, and then got up to go
Ain't no
home.
need for that. You bitches
Susie
doing
asked
too
me to wait
much.
so her dad could drop me home, but my mom had called me thrice already. I said I'll walk home. Saying our goodbyes, I started heading home. Putting my earbuds back on, I started on the empty streets. Headlights of passing cars accompanied me through the night, when suddenly, someone threw a rock at me. It hit my head so hard that I felt I would faint. I grabbed a tree on the sidewalk and touched the back of my head. Felt a swollen bump.
Yeah, I told you karma come real fast, baby.
Turning around, I saw a familiar face. It was the homeless guy from MacD. He was hunched on the sidewalk just a few inches away. A mix of anger and hatred illuminated his face under the neon streetlights. Before the sense of fight or flight could
beat her
begin,
senseless,
he sprinted
boy.
towards me, grabbed me by the shoulders, and started shaking me violently.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, now
I
it's help.
screamed. My face was covered in my tears and sweat, but there was hardly anyone to hear my cry.
Yeah,
I
get
felt I
out.
was gonna vomit.
Look
when
at
he
you,
stopped.
scary.
Still grabbing
You
my
scary
shoulders,
as
he
fuck.
brought his face closer and screamed at me, opening
Oh,
his
nah,
mouth.
he's
His bad breath mixed with his spit spray printed my face. Blood was oozing from his broken tooth.
I'm sorry. Let me go.
I'm
Please.
sorry. I'm
He then
sorry.
pushed me on the sidewalk,
They got
making
body
me lose
slam
my
and shit.
balance and fall on my back. I forgot about the Mac. I forgot I can
They got
fight.
body
Like
slam
a
and
tiny
shit.
bug trying its best to set free from a spider web, I almost crawled back on my hands. The guy just stood there, watching me go through all the emotions before I got up and started running. I could hear his laughter echoing in the night.
Look at
When I
it.
reached home, I called my mom and broke down like a little girl. My parents drove back home ASAP, but until they arrived, I just sat in the living room corner, crying and fearing the guy might show up at my house too. I constantly kept checking out the window to see if he was standing on the streets.
But that
Luckily,
nigga
he
ain't worried
wasn't.
about you. He
I
got
didn't
his get
sleep well
back.
for at least a month
He
after
got
that
his-
incident. I didn't go out after dark for a year. Now, when I look back to the situation and think about it, I realize I did wrong the poor guy. All he asked for was food, and I denied him quite rudely. I'm 30 years old now. Until today, whenever I come across a homeless person, I offer them some money as my repentance for treating that man like he didn't matter.
Yeah, you learned your lesson, but bitch, nigga, ain't nobody want your money no more. You feel me? You tripping, man. Fuck out of here. I would look at you and be like, fuck out of here, man. I'm just playing. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, let's get right.